Hello, 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 hello. I am live and using a new camera angle. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our truth spell in alignment with the waning side of the full moon in Aquarius today, Monday, August 3rd. I am your host, Angelo Lyons, the Angelo of Lyons, but your dad just calls me Mel. Oh my God, it's good to be back. I had a wonderful getaway to the Hamptons. As many of you know, if you watch the videos, Luchnassad Live in Southampton we used their regular names, their I guess, birth names, whatever you want to call it, the real names. But on YouTube, they are Moll Flanders and her daughter, Meow Meow Dollface. We had a lovely time, met her family, hung out, ate, all socially distanced and with masks and everything, and these really cool negative ionizer, ultraviolet air filter purifier things. I don't know, it's too high tech for me. Here's my wind machine right there. My magical kitty cat wind machine, very reminiscent of Ekaterina Petrovna Zamolodchikova, but your dad just called her Katya. So we're doing a little candle magic. Hello, Edwin, sweetheart. How are you, my tall Texan giant? Just keep in mind the camera's in a different place because I want it a little bit more intimate for the magic tonight. So though the screen is down here, I have to look at you in the eyes up there. Plus, you're taller than me, aren't you? Aren't you, Edwin? That was fun. I had such a good time, and I think we're going to make it a semi-regular thing. I'm just hesitant to fall into the coven rut again. Never again the coven times for me. I did my time. I make it sound like penitentiary. I did my coven time. Never again. I'm a brilliant spiritual teacher. I that's not hubris. That's 30 years of people telling me, hi, hey, Nancy, how are you, sweetheart? But the politics I can't do. I'm nobody's example, really. I teach by example to the best that I can, but politically, even in a coven structure, in a tribal structure, no. The shamans should never rule. Read Weird Sisters, W-Y-R-D Sisters by Terry Pratchett. It's a novel, but you'll get it. It's very Shakespearean, as well as there's a touch of Shakespeare. He's British. He's crossed over Terry Pratchett, my favorite teacher of all time, my favorite author. Everything I really needed to learn about witchcraft, I learned from Terry Pratchett. No question. Like, I want to write a book. Like, I want to meet his daughter and ask her if I can write that book, because I would go over every single one of his books, pull out passages and comment how it translated into me being a better witch. To my boots. Because Granny Weatherwax is my icon. Oh, look up Granny Weatherwax. Just Wikipedia. Granny Weatherwax. Granny, one word, Weatherwax. Esmeralda Weatherwax. She's who I want to be when I grow up. Sort of like a tall Carolyn Mace with witchcraft. Just saying. Happy full moon. Yes, we are on the waning side. Hi, Mama B. Hi. Yes, I even got to see Moll Flanders today because, they say when you leave stuff behind, it means you don't want to leave and you want to come back. Well, of course, I left stuff there. And one of the things I left there were my glasses, which I'm nearsighted. I can see shapes and colors. I wasn't crawling up the stairs, on my hands and knees. I was fine. But that was nice of her. And one of my tripods for the camera, which I had another one anyway, but that was nice of her. So and she brought me pain au chocolat, sweetheart, darling, sweetie. It was pain au chocolate. It was delicious, a little chocolate croissant, and she brought me a chicken cutlet parmesan. Nothing like a mom, huh? Mom's a mom. She like mother archetype. She's probably born that way too. Just born mother archetype, right? Like I'm born prince. Don't you ever stop being dandy, showing them you're handsome. Oh, Adam. See, there's another one that I feel like if I had never, ever met Adam Ant in person, our eyes would have met and destiny would have been changed. We'd probably still be ruling this world. I feel the same way about Michael Hutchins. Now the three of us together, Adam and Michael Hutchins. And Granted, I would be the younger of the three, which I'm okay with that. But yeah, I'd probably have to do things I wouldn't do ordinarily. But ain't that fate? Hi, 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 hi. Hi, 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 hi. Oh, I'm already weaving lyrics. We're going to have fun tonight, by the way, even though the subject's a little heavy. Truth magic should never be trifled with. This is a good spell. I've used it quite a bit. Not always getting me what not always getting me what we want, but getting me what we need. Yeah. Hello, hello, hello. Been feeling drained with this full moon, but crystals out, charge away. Well, I mean, it is an Aquarius. I mean, nothing against Aquarians. I love Aquarians. Really, some of my best friends here and there throughout my life have been Aquarian sun signs usually, because they're freaky enough that they like me. Yeah, they're freaks of the zodiac, all y'all. Fixed earth signs. I'm gonna get fixated. But geniuses because of that, and rebels because of that. But it can be a little stratospheric. It can be a little, I don't want to say lack of oxygen, but the higher the heights, sometimes fixed air like the stratosphere, you can get spacey and therefore not so grounded in your body. I needed a few naps today. I won't lie. Happy full moon, Mazzy. Hello, Audit. I know you, Audit, you were in the room early, but I had, like, what I do is I set up the room and then I go run and do everything else I got to do. Because we got a lot to, well, it's not that we have so much to cover tonight. This is something that I thought would be a good thing to do for the waning side, right? Because who was going to be up this morning? Come on, everybody, let's do magic on a Monday morning, right? Or last night. And I wasn't ready last night. I don't think anybody was ready last night. So I'm glad to be here. Luann, my darling, my sweetheart. Luann knows me for a very, very long time. There are people in this room. Some of y'all just meet me. It's so funny to see someone else in the room has known me. Luann, have you known me since the 90s, maybe? Since when I first started Drawing the Circle Productions? Because I know you met us when we were teaching in Bayshore out of Broomhaven, out of the Bayshore house. So, but maybe that was in the 2000s though, because I moved the office to Sayville originally before the Broom was there, right after 9/11, pretty much. Yeah, a couple of months later. So a big change. Anyway, you are in my very first witch class on the second floor when it was in my apartment. Wow. Now look, don't get mad. I can't remember all of that. That was 1998. Do you remember the Newsday article they did on me? We thought they were going to do a little bitty thing. I was like the center section, the witch next door. The witch next door. Like color pictures. It was great. It put me on the map. Hi, Mari. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, hi, hi. I didn't realize. So with Siltrina Moonthorn, God, I can remember that magic name from the Cenozoic era of the 90s. My mom, I'm sure, has it somewhere. I don't keep my own press clippings, you know. It's bad enough you have access to secrets of the universe. You don't need a gigantic inflated ego, although I'm sure there are plenty of people who say I've checked that one off a long time ago. I'm just Leo rising. Mars conjunct. I just make it look good. Anybody who spends time with me will really get, no, he really doesn't take himself that seriously, because I've had the gods turn me to add stone and then rubble and then to different manifestations of the element of earth, because I'm a Virgo and I keep rising and working, but you know, be a mystic for fun and profit. Great fun. Absolutely. Just for great fun. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, everybody. Hello, Donabella, sweethearts, my darlings, my malcontents. It's so good to see you. It is so good to see you. I don't know if Mal or Mel will be joining me tonight, because, you know, I had a nice little magic hangover yesterday. Well, and aside from the sangria, well, actually, I didn't drink that much of the sangria. And wine, as long as I'm smart with what I mix it with, I'm usually okay the next day, and I was. But read some cards the next day at her house, which was fun to do. Thank you, Mama, for the super chat. Thank you, Mama B. Mwah. I love you. I try not to throw kisses for money because essentially virtual prostitution, and not on YouTube. but I will certainly give you my gratitude. So I do have a spell prepared. We're going to do our usual format, 11 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We will make our wish together. I'm pretty sure I know what my wish is going to be. We'll do an opening prayer. We'll talk a little bit about the spell. We'll do the spell, and then we're going to end with some breath work and a mantra, because the mantra that I have is in perfect complement to the truth spell that we're going to be doing. But I want to make sure I give you the parameters of the spell. This is not the kind of spell you just go throwing around, you know, like air freshener. I'm gonna be using essential sage oil to dress this thing with, banishing, not waxing, waning. So to some of you, if you're in my private Facebook group, the Mark Angelo Lyons Mel for short Facebook group, private Facebook group, nobody knows you're in it, just us. I gave you guys the words in a live stream earlier this morning. So whether you remember it or not, it's fine. But you might want to get a pen, you know, a post-it, a post-it of shadows, you know, or the back of an envelope or a napkin of shadows. I have a drawer of shadows. Technically, I have a room of shadows, which, let's face it, is a room of requirement. I have a room of requirement. It was going to originally be my office before I realized this would be my office downstairs. Best laid plans, mice, men. Unless you're Cersei, then it's best laid plans of pigs and men, I feel like. I do love you. I love you too. Aw, thank you, Mama B. Very sweet of you to say I love you too. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Paula. I want to marry you. Oh, it's the only way I stay hydrated. Oh. For anybody new, the rules to make me drink, it's just water. What is it? Thwarp the fan, which when it's hot, forget it. I'll just take big gulps here and there to catch up. Work a song lyric into the conversation as I do, because apparently, if any of you are also on my Facebook group, I found the perfect meme to express that, and so many people do it, not just me. The third is to just burst into song, because I'm gay and I trained in musical theater, so they sort of clockwork oranged it into me. Just gonna say, yeah, there's no reason for a song to happen there, but we're gonna have one anyway. Gratuitous use of musical theater. It's a sin. Here, I just Pet Shop Boyed you. So are we happy? Are we peppy? Are we bursting with love? Odd couple. At least I catch myself. Some nights I just keep going, and then like Dee Hansel will be on here and she'll like read me for drink for that one and for that one and for that. She's a Long Island girl, that's why she's watching, taking notes. So 3 minutes, sorry, until it's been this is what I can talk about until we're ready to fully rock and roll here. I started the Path of True Love reads. It's another Celtic crossbred 10 cards with 2 clarifiers, the 10 cards of the Celtic cross, and then one last whisper of love from your. It's really good. I like it. I think you'll like it a lot. I already got one in the can. I'll be posting as I wanted to try it out. So I did. Hey, Frankie, 5 times. 5 times what? What do you mean, Frankie, 5 times? Countdown to wish time. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. You love the fan. This is Deborah Ann sent this to me. That was very kind of her to do. I don't have a PO box yet, because I don't want to have to like drive yet. Like if I can avoid. But if I know you, I'll give you my address if people want to send me stuff. Or you can just Venmo or PayPal. It's in the links. It's in the links in the description box below. Or you can see that little $sign down at the bottom. You click on that $sign, I'll give you a little slidey scaly thing, and you can super chat me money. And I get a chunk of it. I don't get all of it, because YouTube deserves what it gets for what it does. It's got to pay its people. I'm sure it pays people just fine, but whatever. 5 times better. Really nice to meet you, Frankie, 5 times. I mean, usually after 2, I need, Gatorade, but I'm going to be 52. I'm going to be 52 in a month. September 6th. Mark it down. spell it out in rocks on your front lawn. Mal's going to be 52. I've been alive 1 year for every week of a year. You dig it? I look good. Well, you know, forgive everything as soon as possible. Pray every day. Start meditating when you're 12. Don't have children. And the tears of small children in any decent Lancome product, really. It's miracle serum. It was miracle serum. It's fabulous, darling. Tip the witch. Toss a coin at your witch. And look, I'll give you clavicle. They didn't say I can't give clavicle on YouTube. And I feel I've heard other channels have been demonetized because of nippleage of even the male of the species. So I've tried. I mean, if a little stuff, it's not the end of the world. It's not gratuitous. It's just, it's hot. It's like, well, I mean, I'm hot, but I mean the weather. It's like humid. 11/11, make a wish. 11/11, make a wish. Oh, morning thing. There it is. Oh, it was a good one. Sometimes my guides tell me what my wishes are because I figure they know it's going to happen. So it just looks like the wish came true and it was going to come true all along. That's called an inside wish job wish, whatever, an inside job wish. And I'm an inside job witch. So shall we? Let's go inside. One will? Oh, that's good. Sorry, I just had a Gandalf moment. One shall not pass. Fly, you fools. Oh my God. I make out with him still. Even as Gandalf, I would. All right, everybody, let's do our opening prayer. We're not lighting the big one just yet, but just for the pyrotechnic. I mean, I got all the lights on around me. Why would I? Ooh, do you guys want me to dim the lights? Should I? Dim all the lights, sweet darling. Just Donna Summered us in the summer. Oh, that's good. Would you like a little bit more dramatic lighting? Hold on one second. I am wearing pants. I'm actually wearing stretch denim. Get over yourselves. Don't worry about it. Ooh, the dramatique. Oh, the dramatique. There we go. There we go. All right. Get your pinnacle in place. We're going to do our opening prayer, and then we're going to get to, ooh, spooky. Oh, look. Let's bring her down. Our Lady of the Vocal Rasp, the Vocal Fry. Oh, Saint Alaska of the Thunder Funds, because I can't say your real name because it's a sacred one. And, you know, it's just like in... Life of Brian. Okay, everybody. Way better. I know. Nothing like a little. Everybody, please take a nice deep breath. As a matter of fact, for your own consciousness, I suggest you take several. Because, you know, oxygen. You can feel that Aquarian spacey moon vibe. Oh, my dear goodness gracious. Breathe. And as an act of love, tune your attention inward. Turn your senses gently inward to check in with yourself like you would a friend who's had a day, who's had a long day, whatever kind of day. You know when it's someone you care about. Good day, bad day, somewhere in between. You want to know. Check in. Allow your breath to be your awareness going into your body as you become aware of your breath. And do what you need to do to get comfortable. This is not going to be a very relaxing, yes. We want to be relaxed to be in alignment, but I wouldn't call this a hypnotic evening so much as one that brings clarity. But do allow yourself to relax. Check in. Like, think of the muscles in your neck and shoulders, right? Like friends. Right? Like the tendons and the, you know, the string of muscles just all working together so hard like workers, right? Just like, hey guys, hi. Just give them a little attention. Hi, Grace. Cracked my eyes open. Saw your icon, knew it was you. Because we are in safe and sacred space. But while you are relaxing, I am just going to say a little opening prayer to the opening prayer. As I ask our collective guides, masters, teachers, gods, goddesses, saints, angels, totems, healers, and ancestors to circle around us in a force field of light containing and protecting the work we share together this evening. I ask that all information and energy that exchanges between us does so clearly, cleanly, and for the well-being of all. Thank you. So mote it be, and so it is. And with that circle of light in place, really, gods and guides and masters and ancestors, hand to hand, wingtip to wingtip, some facing in, some facing out, just individually and collectively, in one great, big, huge circle cast of love, power, and wisdom. So now you can really relax. Now you can really let go. To find that still small place within, that still silent, sacred space within yourself. No criticism, no judgment, no worries, no problems, just here, just now, and aware. How nurturing to breathe here on a full moon night, full moon in Aquarius, fixed air. And it is from this place I offer this prayer. Dearest God, Goddess, all that is, please, we seek to do the work of light tonight, which is to say we seek to do light work, but light is truth. So we seek to do truth work, that we may channel through us that sunlight bounced off the moon in the sign of Aquarius, that we may see from the highest perspectives possible the largest truths that we can handle, but so that it break the chains that bind us. The chains of smoke we have woven around ourselves that appear so real but aren't, because they're not based in truth. So I ask you, please, God, Goddess, all that is, we surrender this time spent together to you. May it serve your purposes, because we are here only to be truly helpful. We are here to represent you who sent us, so we don't have to worry about what to say or what to do, because you who sent us are directing us, and so we are content to go wherever you wish, knowing that you go along with us and that we will be healed as you teach us to heal. Please show us what you would have us do, where you would have us go, what you would have us say, and to whom. And I volunteer myself, as I always do. Way back on that altar so many years ago, first week of August, what was that, 2002? Laid myself on the ground as a vessel and third degree elder of whatever. And ever since, I have been yours and you have been mine. Use me, speak every word through me. Let this be the best thing we've ever done together to date. That we'll ever do. The best we've ever done. Magnificent and wonderful for the well-being of all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So motivating. And so it is. Ground. Oh, did we have a glitch in the transmission? It's going to happen. It's just going to happen. Why? Because God got us all that is. Grant us the serenity to accept the crazy. We cannot change the courage to change the things we can, like what we're thinking and what we're feeling and the choices that we make and the wisdom to know the difference. Because tonight we are throwing some serious truth magic. So if you're ready, you can write this down. If not, it's very easy. It's like practically straight out of the Aaron spelling charms tradition, right? I'm good with rhyming couplets, not to be confused with the rhyming couplet. Break chains of illusion and set all things to right. Reveal what has been hidden and bring the truth to light. Perky, ain't it? Yeah, sure. Like a wrecking ball made of lightning. Yeah, the Tower card. Break chains of illusion and set all things to right. Reveal what has been hidden and bring the truth to light. It's so pretty. It's almost sounds like a Disney song, except the ramifications. And that's why we're going to talk about this spell first before we do it, although I've cast it thousands of times. Let's do the witch in the transmission. Nancy, you're a hard woman to be dealt with. You're the star, you're the world, you're the sun, you're the moon. Ain't you just? So yeah. So look, man, truth magic is not to be toyed with, because we all think we want to know the truth. But the truth is that if we really wanted to know the truth, we would know more truth than we already do. Because the thing is you can know a truth, but then there is this pressure to live accordingly. For example, we're all one. All is one. It's the most sacred, most ancient sacred truth, and it's evident in our science. The E that equals MC squared. We're all one thing. We're not interconnected. That indicates separation with a flimsy little gossamer connection. No, we're all one thing, right? It's like, yeah, you can see a finger different than a thumb, but it's all a hand, right? So we're one unit with different specialties. Cool. Like I am not I am not a Springfield, Rick or otherwise, or I'm Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, the Archangel Lyons. Got a problem with that? I don't think you do. Life moves at the speed at which we metabolize truth, and the truth is that there's no need to rush it either. Enlightenment is not a race, but enlightenment is an interesting word if light and truth are the same thing, because if you look at how we use the word, I see the light, right? Well, I saw the sign and it opened up my mind. I saw the sign. Life is demanding without understanding. And the truth will set you free, but it'll probably piss you off first. Gloria Steinem, right? So the light, that's why vampires can't stand it, right? Little lying parasites that they are, little seducers, little blood suckers, energy suckers, right? It's the reason why they can't handle direct sunlight, because it's divine power, it's divine truth. Shadow can no more stand the presence of sunlight than truth can withstand that. Illusion can withstand the light of truth. And that's why we run from it and we hide from it. And that's okay, because all at our own time. Like, you don't expect a 2-year-old to understand advanced algebra. I'm going to be 52 years old. I don't even remember the basics of it, let alone, why did we have to start mixing numbers and letters except maybe on license plates? No, we had to create classes around it. And I still, no. Verbal, though, obviously. So spell work, we all get to focus in the areas to which we are drawn. But so it goes, we all have the truth to deal with. So the thing about this spell, if you are familiar with spell work, look at it like a contract. You might want to put a loophole in it. I'll give you an example. Break chains of illusion and set all things to right. Reveal what has been hidden and bring the truth to light. For the highest good and harming none, as I will it, so let it be done, right? Very Silver Ravenwell, very Wiccan Reed, very harm none. I, however, am not Wiccan. I was, but I adopt the Wiccan Reed out of quantum self-interest. Like, that's why I'm not torching the place, right? Because, I gotta live here, not just my house, I mean the world, right? You learn the hard way that we're all one thing, that unity consciousness stuff. So do understand that there are illusions that we have in place in order to keep us sane until such point we are ready to receive a higher truth. Everybody with me so far? Anybody got any questions? Because this is not exactly a beginner spell class conversation, because we're about to get into ethics and we're about to get into the situation of the world. So I just want you to kind of get the correlation of light and truth. Everybody good so far? Just give me a whoop whoop. You're something. So you're just sitting there going, oh, you know, what is he talking about? I don't know what he's talking about, but what's that? Got himself some sage oil. Example of addendum again. What? What example of addendum again? Gotcha. Okay, so break chains of illusion and set all things to right, reveal what has been hidden, and bring the truth to light. For the highest good and harming none, as I will it, so let it be done. Or, if you like, you can go Lori Cabot. I think this was Lori Cabot. May this, no, the Sybil Leek. May this spell in no way reverse or bring upon me any curse. Which, by the way, you can't be like, may he twist and turn, writhe and burn for no one else but me. May no rest or sleep will he find until he's in this bed of mine for the highest good and harming none. It doesn't work like that. Just negates the spell entirely. May he sleep and dream only of me. No, darling, that's not love. That's insane. That's crazy making. Good. All right, so we're all on relatively the same page of the Book of Shadows. Here's the thing. We all have certain illusions in place. For example, I'm just going to give you one that's not, you don't have to agree with it. I will use a visual aid. Yeah, right? Everything is here to help you. Just off the, literally, I didn't know I was going to do this tonight. I did it earlier in a video I did, the Aries video I did today. Everything is here to help you. That's the absolute truth. Everything that manifests in your life is here to help you. What? Right? We've talked about this before, right? That's them's fighting words, right? Particularly what we're going through on planet Earth right now. And yet, when seen from the point of view of the soul, it's absolutely true. The ego is going to fight that tooth and nail. Well, or then the ego will try and spiritualize itself and just say that everything's wonderful and it's all happening for my highest good, completely repressing all of the fear and trying to bypass the emotions that are supposed to come up when things show up that terrify us. But this is how we discover what our chains are, our chains of illusion. Not so that we break them all at once. I think that would create a lot of psychological problems, but that we break them as we outgrow them. In other words, there are certain boundaries in place for a 4-year-old that are right on. Like, for instance, don't talk to strangers. Really good for a 4-year-old. Not great in a 44-year-old, right? It's like, how are they going to get a Domino's to live in? How are they going to get DoorDash? They're not. They're just not going to. So there are certainly things in place. And yes, I also believe that according to the divine plan, we wake up to the truths that we're meant to when we're supposed to. But there's nothing wrong with putting out there, I am willing to see. And I'm asking for my own well-being. And here's the big one, for the well-being of all, that we all start seeing the truth. Now think about it. Now just take a moment and think about the spell. If you clear an illusion within you, that ripples into the quantum field, because we're all one, remember? And so that starts loosening the bonds of other illusions that are ready to pop. So it's not that, oh, it's going to happen anyway. We have to play our roles in the divine plan. It's like a script. So how long it takes for things to manifest often have to do with our own healing processes within ourselves. In other words, if there's some, I don't know, someone in particular or a bunch of people, or I don't know, a particular way of, I don't know, running things that you disagree with, well, you know, what would you have them do in terms of their illusions, right? You do that. That's unity consciousness. You think someone should really wake up and smell the truth and smell the coffee? You do that. You think someone should open their heart and be more? You do that. Be the peace you seek to see in the world. I didn't come up with that. Just saying. Thank you, Mama B. Winner, winner. chicken dinner. God, I hope Tracy Martell doesn't watch this. No, I hope she does. I love Trixie and Katya. I spent a good 20 minutes on YouTube today just watching old, and that's the truth. So I think that's pretty key to understand that, you know, a lot of us don't know what the truth is. Oh, here. If I really wanted y'all to give me money, say, super chat me $1 if you've ever been lied to or deceived. 3 hours later, right? Right. Well. So do you believe every truth that comes by? No. There's a process, right? We all go through it. A spell like this allows you to gently, link by link by link, really examine and look at what your beliefs are, and that some of them, even our most sacred spiritual cows, can be just based in the old paradigm and are not really going to make it through into the fifth dimensional unity consciousness as much as you think, especially a lot of this stuff, a lot of the superstition we have around manifestation and universal law and that stuff. It's just a lot of it, it was necessary. It's just not true. It's just not true. Everything that's going to manifest in your life is going to manifest in your life. You're responsible for the narrative that you make. That's the huge way that that's the truth. You want to create your reality? Look at the narratives you tell yourself, the stories that you write in your head. That creates the mental, emotional part of it. That's the courage to change the things we can. That's the world behind. That's the heart, throat, third eye, and crown. You can't really change what's going out here. But the things you really want are on their way to you, because that's your intuition telling you. It's coming. It's coming. And you want it, and you want it, and you want it, right? So spell work as an art form to pave the way psychologically, to say, here, I'm asking for it now. And then you're supposed to let it go. That's the thing. So you're not, it is something active that you can do to take steps to come into vibrational resonance. We'll go Abraham Hicks on that, with that which you want to be a vibrational match to, by being more relaxed, right? Well, I cast the spell. It's just, here's what most magical people will do if they have any access to a divination. They'll go, oh, so mote it be. Oh, that was wonderful, wonderful. Oh, that was so great. Well, how's the spell doing? Oh, okay, well, how long has it been? Has it been 30 seconds yet? No, okay, yeah, okay, how's the spell doing? Right? And just keep poking it, right? That this kind of spell, there's no such thing as a small truth. Right? It's like that tiny little thread off a knit sweater, right? You start pulling at it, no such thing as a small truth. There's just truth. There's what you experience as your own personal truisms, but then there's universal truth, immutable truth. True, right? So just be warned. This is a very simple spell, but lots of things are simple and lethal, like arsenic, right? Don't eat the foxglove, honey. Just don't. Digitalis, right? Just a simple, it's a beautiful little flower, right? You know, right? Don't try and leap a tall building in a single bound unless actually you are Kryptonian, right? It's just certain things. Facts, it's just true. So look, stop trying to jam facts and truth down other people's eyes or throats or chakras or up them, whatever. You do you, and this is a way of doing this, but do understand the opposite of illusionment is enlightenment. So the process of enlightenment is disillusionment. Which would you rather? Illusionment or disillusionment? I know, no one wants to be disillusioned. Nobody wants to be illusioned in the first place. Or do we, right? So, break chains of illusion and set all things to right. Reveal what has been hidden. Now, that can also mean reveal what's been hidden inside of yourself. Maybe some childhood trauma you got locked away somewhere. Oh, did he just say that? Yeah. Because what if that's where some of these chains, these limiting beliefs, that these illusions came from that aren't true? I mean, I had a lot of them growing up. Who didn't? I mean, big boys don't cry. Just that. I was like, yeah, then I guess I ain't a big boy because I'm a Pisces moon. Watch me flood the world with my eyes, right? Only the truth, please, right? You do the best you can, but do understand we are handing this over to a higher power. That is the point of, to me, being a mystical witch, just not a, you know, shake the dice, steal the rice, you know, point and shoot. You know, my favorite. When I really took the witch thing to heart and serious, my favorite spell was point and shoot. Frog, right? I was very good at it. The amphibian population just skyrocketed overnight on Long Island. And, you know, so many men are so close anyway. I'm pretty sure I'm in the genetic downline of the sorceress Circe. I'm pretty sure I'm cleaning up a lot of her work because, man, turning men to pigs is cake. It's turning them back. Oh, good God. So we good? Are we ready to do the spell? Oh, so I already gave you the words to the spell. We're going to say it 3 times, but I wanted to share with you the mantra that we're going to do afterwards. This is from Matt Kahn's Healing Mantra deck. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. It's all about truth, right? Even though we're doing a little candle thing for full moon, and you can't see this in this light. It is the one called Illuminating the Truth, and this is the one that I do every day. I am willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome. Now, I will read it to you from the bookie book because it's not terribly long, but think about that. I'm willing to see things clearly. Seeing clearly is what clairvoyance is. Clairvoyant. Seeing, right? Clairvoyant is one who clearly sees. So this could very much have a very nice effect on the third eye, which is the Sabbath connected to Lughnasadh, right? 6th Sabbath, 6th chakra. Next we will go to Mabon, right, in the crown for all that gratitude, the second harvest. So considering that the moon is in Aquarius, the air sign, to see the largest picture, which is what Aquarians do, folks. Look at the internet. It's an Aquarian thing, right? It's technological. It unites people. It's a real manifestation of unity consciousness, though still in a dualistic paradigm. Because you got the really amazings and the icky ickies and everything in between. We've all come across the icky ickies. It's just ridiculous. I mean, whatever. Move on, Mark. Move on, right? But here's the backup. You don't have to redo the spell. You just need to do the spell once for a particular subject, but then to back it up with a mantra that you can, when you're feeling yourself, it's not to push down the emotion of wanting to know, but it's really kind of, it's what you're willing, what you're choosing. I am willing, you could say, I am choosing to see things clearly, no matter the outcome. Now, if I handed that to a lawyer, they would say, you're not doing that. Like one of my lawyers, they'd be like, oh, no. No, what do you mean? No matter the outcome. You don't know what the outcome is. That could be anything. I'm like, yeah, that's the point. It's truth. I'm willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome. They're like, well, I'm sorry. I'm not going to sign off on that. You're not allowed to do that mantra. Right? That's their job. That's their job. Can you tell I was raised by them? Yeah. So, you know, this is what I mean. This is not like, look, there are plenty of people to make fun of fluffy bunnies. I don't need to do it. I was a fluffy bunny for a hot second, but in the 80s, and I had to figure it out on my own. Right? I mean, Llewellyn Press existed, but like not much else did, right? So you did the best that you could at B. Dalton in the back of the occult section. Whew, find your way through at age 12. Tricky, right? But this is no joke. The truth. How many people have nervous breakdowns because their whole lives they avoid one truth, and then one day that truth is revealed? Yeah. Boom. It's the tower, essentially. But I'd rather be disillusioned than illusioned. We good? I've noticed that there has been weird vibes on YouTube lately. Some people I don't vibe with at the moment. But I guess that's sure. Look, I have my bad days. I know. God, is there anything he can't do? He can even have bad days. I know, he's amazing. Of course I have bad days. I just don't go on YouTube. That's why if I disappear for a day or two, or there's a gap in the, like for example, I am driving to Saratoga this weekend. Might as well tell you the truth. I'm going to go see my parents, Zeus and Hera. I'm so excited up in Saratoga. Truth be told, last time I was there, I got my new RAV4 for 2017, not brand new, for me. Dorian, because he's gray, drove him back. But I get free servicing if I bring it back to the place I bought it from, which is like maybe a mile from my parents' house. So that's how I get to see them every 3 months now, like clockwork. So, you know, I'm going to be packing up and driving up there. I cannot wait to see them. I haven't seen them since March, right? That's long enough. I'm ready to see my mom. But I'm taking all my stuff with me. So I may be a couple of days off with getting the True Love reads out and all of that stuff. But you know, I will be checking in here and there, because life is to be lived. I had this little conversation today here. I might as well lay it all on the table. A little conversation between my masculine energy Virgo sun and my feminine energy Pisces moon. So we're getting things ready to do. This goes well, and so we'll get that done, and we'll get that one. And the Virgo is the boy is just like, okay, just make sure that's in place. That we'll get the camera set and this. And she's like, come on, let's just do it. Right? Everybody has their ups and downs. It's part of the healing process that we're all going through. And as we feel it, we heal it. Let me read you Illuminating the Truth so that you know what you're getting into, because I don't like leading people into stuff that they don't have the general idea of where we're going. Once we're in it and the gods take over, that's different. Illuminating the truth. I'm willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome. When the truth is illuminated, you are no longer willing to settle for opinions, but instead yearn for a direct reflection that can shift fear and apprehension into higher vibrations of acceptance. Right? So instead of just like, well, it's like, it's really a reflection, like you reflect on something and you see the truth. In the illumination of truth, it doesn't matter how much life gets inconvenienced or disrupted. Instead, the recognition of fact versus falsehood allows you to move past the shattering of expectations to commune with a reality beyond the horizons of your ingrained ideas. That's what it means, right? To break chains of illusion and set all things to right? This mantra is ideal for recovering from betrayal, because who hasn't? Healing abandonment, if ever. Oh my goodness. And dealing with distrust. Anybody? Bueller dealing with distrust. Oh, in the world right now, why would you say that? Shall we? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take some breaths. All right, I've got the Athena stone here. Isis facet. Got the Athena totem here. Athena is the goddess that sits in the throne of Aquarius, as does Heracles. So this is the totem of Heracles. And I've got, I've got my patron Dionysus and my matron Aphrodite for the year. I take an annual. And I've got Apollo for Leo here. So I'm astrologically geared up. I'm going to take my candle using Oracacia, Sage. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but you can get it pretty much in every health food store I've ever been in has had some variety of usually Oracacia. But here's how I'm doing this one. I'll ring on the bottom, ring on the top, ring in the center, but rather than draw in, oh no, I'm going to draw out. Now, Sage, although ruled by Jupiter, is an air sign. Yeah. So we're going to use that for our Aquarius. Good. All right. So get it. Okay, there you go. Sometimes you have to embarrass the candle into sitting still. Okay. Ready? Take a couple of nice deep breaths. And this is how this is going to go, because it's such an air spell. We're going to start kind of low and slow, but then we're going to build. And I'll give you a 3, 2, 1 for the last 3 times we say it. I'll say 3, 2, 1. And I'm not going to count them until we get there. Just got to let the power peak. Ready? Ground and center, feet on the floor if you can. Here we go. Break chains of illusion and set all things to right. Reveal what has been hidden and bring the truth to light. Break chains of illusion and set all things to right. Reveal what has been hidden and bring the truth to light. Break chains of illusion and set all things to right. Reveal what has been hidden and bring the truth to light. Break chains of illusion and set all things to right. Reveal what has been hidden and bring the truth to light. Break chains of illusion and set all things to right. Reveal what has been hidden and bring the truth to light. Break chains of illusion and set all things to right. Reveal what has been hidden and bring the truth to light. Break chains of illusion and set all things to right. Reveal what has been hidden and bring the truth to light. Break chains of illusion and set all things to right. Reveal what has been hidden and bring the truth to light. Break chains of illusion and set all things to right. Reveal what has been hidden and bring the truth to light. Break chains of illusion and set all things to right. Reveal what has been hidden and bring the truth to light. Break chains of illusion and set all things to right. Reveal what has been hidden and bring the truth to light. 3. Break chains of illusion and set all things to right. Reveal what has been hidden and bring the truth to light. 2. Break chains of illusion and set all things to right. Reveal what has been hidden and bring the truth to light. Last time, break chains of illusion and set all things to right. Reveal what has been hidden and bring the truth to light. For the well-being of all and harming none. As I will it, so let it be done. So will it be, and so it is. Breathe. Oh, we ain't done. We ain't done but a long shot. Breathe. The mantra goes as follows. I am willing to see things clearly, no matter the outcome. So the inhale. I'm willing to see things clearly, no matter the outcome. No matter the outcome. No matter the outcome. I'm willing to see things clearly, no matter the... Keep it going. I'm willing to see things clearly, no matter the outcome. Break chains of illusion and set all things to right. Reveal what has been hidden and bring the truth to light. I'm willing to see things clearly, no matter the outcome. I'm willing to see things clearly, no matter the outcome. I'm willing to see things clearly, no matter the outcome, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as I will it, so let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. Yes, witch work. Take a moment, bask in the afterglow of what we have just done for our well-being and for the well-being of all concerned. I enjoy being a witch. Meow. Oh, we're getting some interesting men. It's just the reflection of the candle flame. See, that's all it is. It's not an orb. Oh my God, he has an orb on his third eye. No. Burn my arm out there. Sacrifice. Oh, thank you, Mazzy Star, for the $5 super chat. Super chat me. Ooh, I'm not just going to cut you loose. I'm like, oh, good night. Click. No. Just give me a little ticky type. Let me know you're still with me. Know you're still here. Just give me something to remember you by. When you are, what have we done? I'd like to think good. I'd like to think that somewhere we've done a little something good along the way, don't you think? Yeah. But no good deed goes unpunished. Law of equivalent exchange. Right? So good, and it just. Good luck, everyone. I know, right? So here's the thing. We have each other. As long as we have each other, we've got the world sitting right in our hands. Oh my God, I just Alan Thicke'd us. Better than the sun at this point, I'm going to guess. So look, this is why we need our friendships, and we need our confessors, and we need confidentiality. We're in the third eye here. Seek only truth. The grace of clarity and the grace of knowledge is available to us to develop, to see beyond where we've seen before, to see truths we haven't been ready for, but it ain't a race, right? And nor is there anything wrong with mourning the death of an illusion, but it was never real in the first place. But that doesn't mean it didn't serve us for a while. So be very gentle, right? Be very, very gentle with yourself with all this stuff. Disillusionment ain't pretty. It's not supposed to be. It's akin to exorcism, really, because we believe a lot of myths and superstition about our spirituality. And if we're good, then only good things will happen to us. And that's just not how it works. And it's not about being good or bad. It's about being a soul on a journey in a pre-written script with a near infinite number of variations like a video game. You know, the first thing Dionysus ever said to me in trance was, you know, life is a game, play to win. And then I was very upset to watch Nike turn it into a slogan 10 years later. But, you know, I wasn't in the place being a mystic and all to copyright something like that or have merch. I don't think the word, well, we had merchandising, we didn't have merch yet. So, you know, be gentle with yourselves. Because we just did full moon magic, but on the waning side. I mean, it's a very well-placed spell astrologically on a Monday. We just totally sent that, bounced it off the moon, right? Sent that energy out to the third eyes of everyone everywhere through the quantum field, let alone through the airwaves, through the soul waves, right? The Great Awakening has begun, but that means we got to pull some sleep out of our eyes, which means we have to be willing to be disillusioned. And sometimes we have to let go of things that we always thought were concrete reality, but not even concrete reality is concrete if you ask the quantum physicists, right? And the particle physicists, it's hard to say. Anyway, so that's our program for tonight. I do hope you enjoyed it. Time to super chat me if you'd like before I go back to, well, really taking off the eye makeup because I have to make sure you can see my eyes. Yeah, I went a little extra Robert Smith today for full moon, I have a feeling. But I'm not wearing black. I am wearing blue. Lovely H&M blazer for you all. I'm wearing, just got all dolled up for you. The Aries Path of True Love read will hit at some point tomorrow. I'm going to, well, because also we have apparently a tropical storm / hurricane on its way here to Long Island the next 24 hours. So as long as I have power, I will be working on these videos. We'll see about streaming tomorrow night. I would think my gentleman caller quotient is going to have to, quota, it's going to have to wait a little bit, being that, you know, 70-mile-an-hour winds, I heard. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. And I'm pretty good at warding my home. Yeah. Thank you, Mama B. Thank you for the super chat. Here, ready? You know what you got here? Clavicle. That's about as much. Clavicle and pectoral. Don't worry there. Look, I'm feeling my J-Lo right now. Right? J-Lo, what, 1990 something or other. Wasn't she still with Bennifer? Wasn't Bennifer still back then? When she did the, you know, there we go. Thank you, H&M. They didn't give this to me. I bought it. But thank you to the gods who have guided me. And thank you all to your guides, your masters, your teachers, your gods, your goddesses, your saints, angels, your totems, your healers, your ancestors, your essential oil suppliers, your candle makers, your butchers, and your bakers, depending on the kind of baking, I suppose. I will be safe. I love you all so very much. You really have kept me sane and safe through all this. Mal, so with the spell that whatever needs to be revealed will come to us, or do you think of something specific? Either. There have been times when I knew somebody was lying to me, and I said, you just got to bring it out. Now, it took a year, but those secrets really didn't want to come out until they did. So remember, you're not doing it wrong if you're not getting what you want immediately. It just means that the gods are being kind and shifting quantum threads so that you can be ready for the truth. And that truth devastated me, but I'm glad I knew it, because I would rather be struck by lightning of truth than kept in the safety of ignorance and illusion. But I'm a witch. I would be that way. I don't expect everyone to be that way. Illusions are much safer. That's why the truth will set you free, but it probably will piss you off first. Thank you, the goddess Gloria Steinem, right? I love you all so much. I will try and stream a couple more times before I leave. If I do stream from Saratoga, I'll probably be doing it in the Facebook group from my phone, because that's just fun to walk around my parents' house. Olympus North, I'm calling it now. Cool. Oh, I love you all so much. Thank you so much, everybody, for the super chats. Remember the mantra. You don't have to redo the spell, although you have it now, right? I am willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome, because when it starts hitting, you're going to have to say, okay, I agreed. I was willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome, and now it has arrived, which means, guess now is when I'm supposed to see it. So here we go, and it's okay to cry, and, you know, reach out. Reach out to me, reach out to people in this room, and certainly check out our Angelo Lyons Mal for short Facebook group. We got a nice group of people in there. make a friend, have someone to talk to. Cool, cool. Otherwise, wishing you the very best and the very blessed of the reading. I'm going to go take a good hour each on these eyes to get all this makeup off it. And you could believe I don't even wear eyeshadow. That's just a lot of mascara and a lot of smoky eye. A really cheap eyeliner, but I love it because then I can go like this. And suddenly I'm Selena Kyle. I love you also. Did someone say Selena Kyle? I love you all so very, very, very much. Say it with me. Say it twice so that you are doubly blessed. Hail. Farewell, my darlings, and blessed be. Nighty-night.